Hello, it's Philip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and this morning I'm looking at a book from Jordan Publishing. It's in a series of books which covers the area of mental health and mental capacity. This particular book is an interesting one and a very useful one for practitioners. It's this book here. It's called Mental Capacity, Law and Practice, 2nd edition, by District Judge Gordon Ashton OBE as the general editor and contributor. There's the spine and that's the back of it. You can see the book, it's a heavy one, it runs to well over 800 pages. That's the type of index you have at the back. The book itself, of course, is very much part and parcel of what you'd be expecting. You have the main Mental Capacity Act 2005 codes of practice, which are towards the back of the book. And then in the main part of the book itself, you have the usual things that you would be looking for, which is paragraph numbering at the sides and, of course, footnotes at the bottom. Very much in keeping with the stable of publications from Jordan's. Do have a look at the introduction, which is set out right at the beginning, and also there's a preface to the 1st edition where Judge Ashton has set out what he's aiming to do with the book. And of course there are also some very useful contents. We've given it a review on the web, which we've called an essential reference for practitioners and other professional groups dealing with the vulnerable and elderly. And it's an important area of law because obviously we have a growing elderly population. So for those professional groups involved with any issues pertaining to vulnerable adults or children, Mental Capacity, Law and Practice, which is a volume, as I say, of nearly 900 pages, is an invaluable and contemporary resource. It's been described as essential reading for all private client lawyers, Chancery practitioners and non-contentious lawyers, as well as social workers and healthcare professionals. And indeed it is. We would also add that family lawyers in general, particularly those assisting the elderly or vulnerable, should acquire it as a matter of urgency. Now, the new 2nd edition augments the previous title, which some of you may be aware of, which was Mental Capacity, the New Law, and that was published in the wake of the Mental Capacity Act 2005. As I say, this is an interesting book and an important one. The points that I do think that come out is that there is an important commentary made throughout the work, notably regarding the new social and legal climate that emphasises personal autonomy and which, as Ashton points out, favours community care and disapproves of discrimination in any form. And there's a quote: "It should not be overlooked," he says, "that those who lack mental capacity frequently have other physical or mental impairments as well, so the combined implications of mental and physical disabilities have to be considered." And I think that's a very important point to make. I would say that the book is obviously a heavy one. It's got a great deal in it. The table of contents is very clearly detailed, and there's a very useful index which I've shown you. So if you're a family practitioner in particular, I think this is definitely something for your professional library. The publication date is June 2012, and I'm recording this in the later summer. Thank you very much to all concerned for an excellent new edition. Bye bye.